Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my March perfume tray. So let's go ahead and get started with how I did on February's tray. Let's start with the little ones. I put on this, who's this from? Black Opium by YSL. Just this like deluxe sample that I got. I wore it once or twice. It smells nice. And the longer it wears on the skin, the better it smells, but it's just not my particular scent profile. I can see why people like it, and I can see why people don't like it, but it just wasn't for me, so I only, sampled it out and didn't want to wear it anymore. The next travel I had was from Amouage, and this was Interlude Woman, and I wore this one time, and I could tell it was starting to smell a little bit funny. It doesn't smell bad, but it definitely doesn't smell the way it's supposed to. So that's gonna get tossed, which is unfortunate. I should have worn it faster. And then the last one I had is the Parfums de Marly Delina. There's like one more use in that. So that was pretty successful. Love this fragrance. I'm glad I went back and gave it another try after I first tried it a couple years ago, because I thought it smelled fine, but I just didn't like it. It was too strong, just not for me at all. And I just think I wasn't ready for something that potent. But now I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. If you can get a sample of it, go sniff it. I recommend that first because it's not going to be for everyone. But another one from the Delina line, this is the Exclusive Flanker. I love this one. This was, I think I bought the La Rosée first, and that prompted me to try the Exclusive. I didn't think I would like the Exclusive because I didn't particularly care for the original. This is beautiful. This is like a deep red, rich, velvety, sweet, vanillic rose fragrance. It's really nice. I love it. I sneak it in even during like the warmer months when it might be too hot to wear at night if I'm not going anywhere. But this is definitely one of my favorites to wear, especially in the evenings. It smells so good. And I wore this quite a bit. What I would usually do on the days where I would wear Delina in the daytime, then at night I would spritz the Exclusive on because they layer well together, kind of shifting from a daytime fragrance to an evening time vibe. Love this one, and I'll continue to reach for it until it gets to be that temperature that I just find for myself is a little too warm for that, usually heading into like May or June, like just about summertime. The next one on my tray was Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and I wore this quite a few times. I really like this. Made another little bit of a dent in there. Yeah, this is another fragrance that I didn't think I would like because of the name, but it's much more complex than you would assume from the campaign, from the bottle, from the name, and the notes, like the jelly beans and the like whatever other candied notes and maybe caramel were in here, I thought would turn me off and be too cloying, but it's really well balanced with the floral notes and then the like woody notes in the base. And I think there's not, I don't want to say there's patchouli in there because I'm not positive, but whatever is in here, it's just a really well balanced, complex version of a sweet fragrance. I really, really love this one and actually have gone ahead and gotten a full size bottle because I know this won't last much longer. The next Kayali I had on my tray is Vanilla 28, and I made quite a dent in this one. I also wore this quite a bit. I don't like layering the vanilla with just the vanilla candy. I like them both better on their own than mixed together, but when I layer the vanilla with Deja Vu and then put some of the vanilla candy rock sugar on top, I like that combination. Or I'll just do Deja Vu white flower and then put the vanilla candy on top, or just wear the vanilla candy on its own, or wear the vanilla on its own. But yeah, I've made some good progress on this fragrance, and I'll continue to reach for it. It smells so good. I already have a another bottle backup for this. But the longer I've had it, just the richer, deeper, smokier, more yummy it's gotten. I really have enjoyed it this month, or last month. The next one is Commodity Gold. I wore this a few times, and this is a really nice. There's a lot of vanillas on my tray that last month. This is another really nice, kind of a slightly fresher vanilla fragrance. I believe there's juniper in here. I can't remember the other notes, but it's soft. It's very slightly powdery. It's not gourmand sweet like some vanillas tend to be. Again, it's got like a airier, fresher vibe to it. Really nice, beautiful, elegant, classy, easy to wear for so many different occasions type of scent. I'm really glad I gave it a chance. I got like a deluxe sample and went through it super fast because I didn't think I would be a fan of it because it was a vanilla fragrance. But it's not, again, it's not like a foodie gourmand vanilla. So I really enjoyed that last month, and I'm glad I brought it into my collection. Then there was Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is one I actually decluttered from my collection, but nobody was interested in taking it, so it was just sitting there in a box, and I decided to, well, if it's not going to get worn, I'll wear it. The reason why I decluttered it is only because I already have the Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry, and I find that the Love Fest Burning Cherry actually lasts longer on my skin. They don't smell the same, but they do smell very similar. And I would say the Love Fest has more like smoky wood notes in there, and I love that. But this is a really pretty fragrance too. Someone recommended I try layering it with the Kayali Eden lychee, sparkling lychee, is that what it's called? And I did try it, and it was very nice. So thank you for that recommendation. It was very good, and I will continue to do that layering combo. I also layered this on top of my Tom Ford Fucking Fabulous to kind of get this cherry leather fragrance, and I did that a few times, and I really enjoyed it. I will say for both combinations, after a few hours of wear, what I could predominantly smell were the other two fragrances. So the Lost Cherry had dissipated, and I could predominantly smell the Kayali Sparkling Lychee when I had layered them. And then on the days where I layered this with the Tom Ford Fucking Fabulous, after a few hours, I could just mostly smell the other one. The Lost Cherry had kind of dissipated. It was like maybe a hint of it there, but I couldn't smell, like I wouldn't have known I was wearing it unless I, knew that I had put it on myself. So yeah, I thought the performance would have improved now because I've had it for a bit of time, enough for it to macerate and develop if it was going to get stronger, and it has not. So this is definitely not something I would repurchase for myself because on my skin it doesn't last long, but I know on some people it lasts a decent amount of time. So, you really just have to test it on your own skin and see what happens. And then the last one that was on my tray was Initio Oud for Greatness. Did I even wear this? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm not even sure I wore this. I think I was going to go reach for it, and then my boyfriend put it on, and so I put on, I wore something else to kind of complement it because I didn't want to smell exactly the same as he did that day. It did get worn quite a few times last month, but just not by me. So it was successful in the sense that it was used. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I just didn't get a chance to wear it. And then there was one day I was going to wear it, but then I ended up reaching for something else outside of my tray instead. So, I love it. It smells fantastic. But again, it's one that I've begun to associate with him because he wears it so often, and it smells like it smells good on me. It really does. I enjoy it when I wear it. I've gotten compliments when I've worn it, but when he wears it, it just a whole nother level. It smells so good. Okay, so let's move on to what I'm going to be wearing for the month of March. It is my birthday month, and I like to just pick some of my favorites in March, and I've been slowly switching into trying to do smaller trays. I've been like decluttering things out of my collection, trying to get it a lot more curated. I want everything to be 10 out of 10 loves eventually. I have some things that I'm working through that I really like. I enjoy wearing them, so I'm not going to get rid of them, but they wouldn't be repurchases. So what I'm putting on my tray, except for one that I'm testing, are all things that I would for sure repurchase. So let's start off with the travel one. So I got another one from Scentbox. Scentbox is great if you're looking for a place to like get more than just a sample size, and really get, a decent, travel spray. I think you get 8 mLs in these ones. And really test out a fragrance. I recommend them. They have like subscription options. You can get 1, 2, or 3, and they have different tiers for different prices. So you can get like, there's I think a more basic, like just designer. Then there's one that's a mix of designer and maybe some niche. And then they have like a premium or something subscription, which is like the fanciest of the fancy. So this is Parfum de Marly. This is Valaya. I have gone through just a little sample, that came in an order. And I had tried it in Nordstrom when it first dropped, and it smelled nice. It smelled perfectly pleasant. I thought it was one I would smell and love immediately because of the notes. It has peach. It is musky. I can't remember the other notes in there now, but I saw the note breakdown. I said, that's going to be for me. It's going to be one of my favorites. And I smelled it, and it was nice, but it didn't wow me, and definitely not enough to pay full price for it when it first dropped. And then I got a sample card and spritzed it on and had the same reaction. Oh, this smells nice, but not enough to reach out and purchase it. But one of the things I've also noticed is sometimes the little sample vials, it's just not enough, and to get a full idea of what it really wears like all over. And sometimes it smells different out of there. I don't know if it's the decanting process. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it smells slightly different. So I decided to go with a larger scent box one. I'm going to test that out in the month of March, see how I like it. I'm really curious to get to know this one better and then try out the new exclusive flanker that just launched. I think I might like that one better based on reviews, but I want to really test them out first before I make a decision. So I got that. And then so onto the first bottle, I have my Xerjoff Dama Bianca. This is the little 1 ml bottle, and you can see there's not much left. I am a little more than halfway through this, and this is a very beautiful, classy, soft, elegant, citrusy vanilla, another vanilla fragrance that I wasn't interested in because when I first heard about it, everyone was talking about a vanilla fragrance and vanilla wasn't my thing. But I do like citrusy fragrances. And so I was curious about the kumquat note in here. And then I have found that I really do enjoy purple florals. So I got a sample of it, loved the sample, bought the 1 ml bottle. I got it for a really good price on, I believe, Max Aroma. I think that's where I got it for maybe $80. And then flew through this amount very quickly. So I decided to try to save it a little bit, see if, there's vanilla in it, see if it develops and gets a little more, I don't know, potent, richer, deeper, I don't know. But this is the amount of time I'm willing to let it sit. I miss wearing it more regularly. So it's going to be the first fragrance on my tray. And the bottle is beautiful. Let's see here. What's going to be the next one? Let's move on to... I'm scared I'm going to knock this over. Let me push this to the back for the time being. This is Byredo. This is Mojave Ghost. This is one I've talked about a lot on my channel. I love this fragrance. It is a musky pear purple floral fragrance. I mean, I'm sure there's other florals in there. I can't remember, but there's definitely, I think, violet, maybe iris, but I'm pretty sure there's violet in here. It's soft. It's slightly sweetened by the sapodilla note. There's maybe ambrette, but it's beautiful. It's clean. It's fresh. It's very chic. And this is another one you have to test it on your skin, because I've heard so many people say it does not last. They cannot smell it after a couple of hours. And this is one on me that I can still smell it after a full day, like 8 hours of work. I'm home doing whatever, and I can still smell it. It's not as strong as when I first sprayed it, but there was no need for me to reapply middle of the day. So the performance and the longevity on me is great. This is another one I bought off of Max Aroma for a really good price. I think I got it for like $176, and this is the full 100 ml bottle. So that's a really good price, because this is a pricey fragrance brand. So this is definitely one I would repurchase. I have a pretty good dent in there. And this is such an easy reach when I want to just smell really good, but maybe nothing in particular. This is one I reach for. So I'm excited to put it back on my tray for the month of March. And let's do this one next. This is another one of my favorites. This is from Armani Prive. This is Blue Turquoise, another one I've talked about quite a bit on my channel. Another vanilla fragrance. This is a salty vanilla. There's black pepper, there's ylang ylang, cypriol oil, I think salt in here, vanilla. It smells so good. It's got a mineral quality to it. Like, it smells like a luxurious spa. It's really beautiful. The black pepper is something that I was really concerned about when I first saw this fragrance, because black pepper can come out really strong on my skin. There's other fragrances that I've sampled that had that note, and it was all I could smell, and I did not enjoy that. I can smell it on here a bit. If I wear this and then I wore it once in the morning, came home from some errands, took a shower, and it rubbed off all the rest of the notes except for the black pepper. The black pepper stayed behind, so I could smell it then. But for me, I get this really beautiful, well-balanced fragrance that just smells so good. My particular favorite seasons to wear it are in the fall and spring, when the weather is nice and mild, slightly cool in the morning and in the evenings, but maybe it warms up slightly during the day and there's like nice breezes going on. That's my favorite time to wear this. And I just feel so luxurious every time I put it on. If I want to have like a nice, relaxing, quiet day, this is one of the fragrances that I reach for that. It's just stunning. One of my favorites. It's going to take me forever to get through it because it is strong and you don't need much, but it's definitely one I would repurchase once I ran out of it. Okay, the next one I have here is Amouage, and this is Guidance. And man, I love this fragrance. This was one that I was really excited about when it launched because I saw the notes and I thought, yep, that's for me. And then I got a sample and loved the opening. And then the mid notes came out and I was like, oh, that's disappointing. It completely changed. And I was like, okay, that's just not for me, because if I just like the opening and the mid and dry down is just okay, then I'm not going to spend all that money on it. But I went back and tried it again, and knowing what to anticipate for the notes after the opening, and fell in love with all of those notes together. It's just a gorgeous fragrance that I have gotten compliments on. Amazing performance. And I've worn it a lot. I have a little dent in there, but this is not one that you need to spritz a lot of. But I have gone to town on it and it didn't particularly bother me. But when you first get it and you're first getting used to it, 1 or 2 sprays is enough to kind of, get the job done, in my opinion. But I'm very excited to wear that because I have been sneaking wears of it in for the past couple months. The next one that's going on my tray is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This is the original, I think this is the original Born in Roma flanker. I know there's the Valentino Donna, but I think this is like the first Born in Roma. And I love this fragrance. Oh, it smells so good. This is my second bottle. I went through a 50 ml and then went back and purchased 100 ml. It opens up with a really nice, juicy black currant note. And then there's pink pepper in there, which gives it a little bit of a zing. It's not peppery or spicy to me, but it gives it this little bit of like a zing to it. And then there's 3 different types of jasmine in the mid, and the base has cashmere, bourbon vanilla. I can't remember what other notes might be in there, but I really love it. This is a very crowd pleasing fragrance, but it's not going to be for everybody. It's definitely not a safe blind buy, but I enjoy it. I don't like reaching for it in the summertime when it's like high heat, getting towards the triple digits. It gets to be too much for me because the pink pepper starts coming through kind of screechy. But spring, fall, winter, yeah, I love this one. And I always get compliments when I wear it. It's an easy reach one for me. I love wearing it at home. I love wearing it for errands, night out, just stuff during the day. For me, it's great for all occasions. I really, really love that fragrance. I'm excited to try the new, is it Extra Dose? Is that the new one in the hot pink bottle? It sounds good. I didn't like the intense version that came out, I think last year. It just smelled very muted and kind of Play-Doh-y or plasticky on me. It didn't smell bad. It just wasn't for me. So I'm hoping I like the Extra Dose one because it sounds good. I like the rum vibe that it seems to have in there. So I will be getting that once I see a good price opportunity arise. And the last fragrance I'm putting on my tray for March, my favorite, this is MFK's Feminine Pluriel. This is the big 200 ml bottle, and you can see I have quite the dent in there. I love this fragrance. It's fantastic. I get compliments every time I wear it. This is great for fresh, clean out of the shower, running errands, date night, perfect signature scent. It's fresh and clean. It's just a tad bit soapy, but without being too soapy and without going shampoo-y. I have learned that I don't like fragrances that are shampoo-y. Not because they don't smell good. They smell great. And if it was a shampoo scent, I would love to have that in my shower. But because on my skin, I don't like that shampoo-y kind of quality to fragrances, but slightly soapy, I like. And so that has this quality on my skin. Everybody, is going to kind of translate it differently on their own. But I love this one so much. It has definitely purple florals, lily of the valley. I think patchouli, but don't quote me on that. What else? Orange blossom, maybe some rose. It's a floral chypre fragrance, so it's beautiful, it's classy, it's elegant, and I'm never not looking forward to wearing it. And I've also been sneaking wears of this in here and there, so I thought March is the perfect time to wear it to my heart's content. Okay, so I rearranged that a little bit. So here is my perfume tray for the month of March. I am very excited for this tray. Aside from the one that I'm testing out, these are all 10 out of 10 fragrances that I love to wear, get compliments on, easy reaches for me. So I think this is going to be a very good perfume month. If you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down in the comments below. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.